Good morrow, fellow travelers. With DragonCon fast approaching, I have tossed aside the kimono of Zhao Tiago and am now dressed as Robert E. Howard's famous Puritan Avenger, Solomon Kane. That is what I'm going to for DragonCon as. But anyway, I thought I would give a little history lesson on Solomon Kane and also a little few quotes of his that I found on WikiQuote. Okay, Solomon Kane first appeared in Weird Chills magazine in September of 1928 and would continue to appear until 1932 with various stories. Most of these were collected by Osprey de Camp, and the pastiches were finished later after Howard's death. Also after Howard's death, the culmination of the Solomon Kane stories, The Homecoming of Solomon Kane, was published. Solomon Kane was paranoid. He was not really Judeo-Christian at all because he thought that he was called by God to avenge wrongs, but he really did it just as an excuse to murder people. And this is why I love the James Purefoy interpretation of Solomon Kane better, even though the stories are more entertaining than the movie. The character is more likable with James Purefoy because he is actually redeemable. You can actually root for him. And I just want to take a moment now to read some of the Solomon Kane quotes from some of my favorite Solomon Kane stories. This one comes from The Hills of the Dead. Yonder in the unknown vastness, he's talking to Nlanga the shaman. Yonder in the unknown vastness, his long finger stabbed at the black, silent jungle which brooded beyond the firelight. Yonder lies mystery and adventure and nameless terror. Once I dared the jungle, once she nearly claimed my bones. Something entered into my blood, something stole into my soul like a whisper of unnamed sin. The jungle, dark and brooding, over leagues of the blue salt sea she has drawn me, and the dawn I go seeking, and in the dawn I go to seek the heart of her. Mayhap I shall find curious adventure, mayhap my doom awaits me, but better death than the countless urge, the fire that has burned in my veins with bitter longing. Yes, Solomon Kane, heck yes. Alright. He wondered at the presence of these raiders. This from the Footfalls Within, where he's traveling with those Arab slavers. He wondered at the presence of these raiders, for this country lay far to the south of the districts usually frequented by the Moslems. But avarice can drive men far, as the Englishman knew. He had dealt with these gentry of old, and even as he watched, old scars burned on his back, black scars made by Moslem whips in a Turkish galley, and deeper still burned Cain's unquenchable hate. Wow, that's not loving people with the love of Christ. But then again, this is Pulp Fiction. Well, that's all I can find right now. But I do highly recommend the movie by James Purefoy, directed by Michael J. Bassett. And it serves as a non-canonical but really good backstory to Kane in the cinema sense. So I know this movie probably stinks, and I'm sorry for wasting your time, but I'm glad I made it. So happy Halloween and happy DragonCon. Bye.